several covers of his song. But I remember that it was such a very lovely melody to it. And you just kept thinking and wondering, who is this Aisha? What exactly has this person done to this guy for him to sing so beautifully? Uh, and I've gotten to realize that, over the years, it doesn't really matter where you're from. When you hear something that is good, right? When a song is, you just, music is powerful. It just seems to speak to something inside of you that you didn't really know. And when I got to find out what the song really meant, oh boy, oh boy, it was basically the story of an African man. Well, most men all over the world, but African men in particular, they do this a lot. You see, the song Aisha is a man telling his story of how he's offering jewels, gold, expensive materials to a woman named Aisha, but she rejects him for something more valuable. She wanted love, respect. The song famously states, bars are bars, even if it's made of gold, and I want the same rights as you. It was actually a love song, but it was actually a song that was speaking about equality and equity. Who would have thought that? Africans are amazing. Africa is truly amazing, talking about the continent. Well, 13 minutes gone past the hour of 11 o'clock. Khalid's Aisha is how we welcome ourselves to our last conversation. One that I hope would probably make me understand the emotion of anger a little better. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we are going to be talking about getting even. Getting even. Now, what's the definition, right? Getting even, right, means you are going to cause them, that's somebody else, the same amount of harm or annoyance as they have caused you. In Nigerian parlance, we say, I go do you back. It is an act of requiting. It's an act of returning in kind. It's an act of retaliation. You could say even revenge. Taking after an injury or an offense. Now, very often, and I'm very pleased that over the years we've had lawyers sat in this studio advising, telling you that do not seek self-help. Because when you do, most Nigerians have sought self-help and they have run foul of the law. So much so that if someone was to attack you, like say punches you and gives you a blow, insults you, you're on Chris, your papa is a goat, blah, blah, blah. And then as you're saying, don't call my mother that, don't call my mother, and he now slaps you, and then you now bend down and pick up a stick and wipe his head and blood gushes out. My brother, my sister, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. Yes, he instigated the quarrel or the fight. Yes, he said very insightful comment, made very insightful comments. Oh, sorry, inciting comments, I beg your pardon. Made very inciting comments. He tugged at your emotional line. But did he draw blood? No. You drew blood. My brother, you're in trouble. In that case, the law won't see it as you got even. The law will see it as you sought help. You used force higher than what was given to you. This is where this conversation is going to. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, in the local parlance of I go do you back, there are some people who have perfected this act of I will do you back. So if you annoy them, if you upset them, they'll find the exact way. In fact, they know how they felt. They have the ability to measure what it is that you did, and they will quantify it and say, you know what, I'm going to do about the same thing to you. Story time. A man has been complaining about the students of of a school that his son attends. He's complained to the teachers several times. They are always bullying my child. My child comes to school, he complains that they've taken his snacks, they've taken his bole and fish, they've done certain things. Right, and my son comes home crying. Oh, they took my food. That other guy punched me. That guy, that cake that he bought for me from Jude's bakery, they ate it. That bread, bread that me I give my you. And the guy says, you know what? Since the teachers have only quote unquote scolded these bullies, and these bullies still continue, they'll scold them today. After 2 or 3 days, they'll come back and do the same thing to his son. He says, enough is enough. He gives his son a batch of cookies. And those cookies, he puts something unfavorable inside of them. They were tainted. And true to form, those bullies came. Hey, where's your bag? They gave you biscuit. Nice. They took it. They ate it. When they ate it, they were stooling. They stood for 3 days. And when the parents were panicking, say, is that boy that gave me cookies? And the parents rushed. The bully's parents rushed to school. What? This is my children are in the hospital. They said this boy gave him cookies. And the boy said, my daddy gave me. I didn't do anything. They called the parents. Oh, yes, that's true. Your sons have been bullying my son. Did they tell you that? He said, no. What does it have to do anything? Well, your children have been beating my child and taking his food. So I put something that will make them go to toilet. Since they like to beat my son and eat his food, let them eat that same thing. And everybody's like, this is wicked. We're going to sue you. Blah, 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 blah. And the man said, did you lose your child? No, I know. I'm a pharmacist. Or at least I have some level in this thing. I knew what could happen to a child. I did not want to kill your children. I wanted them to just stool as punishment for being bullies. The man got even in his eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have a very ethical question before us. Would you get even, or would you leave an issue with the authorities involved? The man left the issue with the teachers, the school authorities. They didn't give him justice like he sought, so he sought help by himself, by getting even. Some would say, yeah, it's okay. They have been jumping into your compound to steal your plantain. You've reported to the Choba divisional headquarters. They have not caught anybody. So what did you do? You go to the village and they give you 350 naira worth of akpa. You bring the akpa, you put it on the fence. The day the boy jumped over to come and steal your plantain, he got stuck. He got stuck. He didn't die, he just got stuck. Questions.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Stimulating and insightful conversations. Hello, Port Harcourt. 92.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. And now, hello, Port Harcourt. Boy for Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Send us a message on WhatsApp. Number is 0809-030-6416. Would you get even or leave an issue with the authorities involved? 92.3 Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, please.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Is the music emperor on the line?
Welcome.
Okay, thank you. Well, I love this topic so much. You understand? The case of this man. To me, it is very well. You understand? Even though you report to the teacher, and teacher did nothing, and literally hold the teacher responsible. It may not change anything. You understand? Because that teacher is temporary there.
Okay.
He can go at any time, another one coming.
True.
Except maybe luck shines and another one comes in and does his job or does her job very well. So in this case, if I will be the father, me to I'll pretend. I'll say, but I gave you cookies now. What happened? When did you start giving cookies to
your friend? No, but the boy had reported. The boy had reported to the father that they beat him and they take his food.
No. Don't understand what I'm saying.
I understand.
So I'll be pretending now. So, did I send you to give anybody anything? I'll then pretend that okay. I don't. How come? I prepared these cookies very well now. I don't know what these people are talking about. And my son, I never told my son to give cookies to anyone. I gave my son food to eat during break to be fine. What is this? What is the meaning of this? They will look stupid.
So you are in support of getting even.
I'm my own kind of evil, because mine may not really happen. In fact, does not happen that time. Just like a Mafian cook, that says revenge is a dish
best served cold.
When cold. You understand? My own is I can just forget it for a while. That moment, I can forgive for a while, but my forgiveness will be temporal until when the time comes. When that time comes, when the opportunity comes, I will then re-strategize. Because my opportunity has already come. I will re-strategize. Think. Just in a better way to do it, even do worse. You understand?
No, but if you're doing worse, that's not even, because getting even means you are doing about the same thing that was done to you. That's being wicked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Doing worse, getting even. What is the reason? What is my purpose of getting even? My purpose of getting even, is to make me feel good. It's to make me feel satisfied. You understand? It's to make me feel that I've achieved something. You understand?
But don't you think you're doing too much? Don't you think you're not being a good person? Live and let live. Forgive. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord.
At times, getting even is necessary because to me, if I don't do that, if I don't get back, if I don't do all of that to feel good, to me, I will feel like just I've achieved something. Even though the person comes to apologize, that apology, I will see that mockery. I will see that they are mocking me because you've done yours and you feel
really.
You understand? Yes. So that I feel. So in order to change things, in order to feel better, I would have to wait, relax, strategize, and come back and maybe even do what.
Don't you think that's a bit petty of you?
Well, it's petty. It's petty in a sense, but
Wow. So there's no forgiveness in your forgetting and forgiveness in your dish.
There is forgiveness, but not to those things. Not to those things. I really despise. And not when the thing when the offense is done knowingly and deliberately.
Knowingly and deliberately.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Some people they know that this thing is wrong. You understand? Let me tell you a story. You understand? When I was younger, growing up as a child, I used to have this habit of